and then immunotherapy or the topical irritants actually probably reasonably effective for mild disease, but kind of hard to use because nobody wants a red itchy scalp. So kind of hard to use it effectively, even though for mild disease, irritant therapy is probably reasonably effective. And then for severe disease, prednisone is poorly effective. Methotrexate is poorly effective. Methotrexate plus prednisone is probably decent effective, but it's not a combination of medications that can be taken long term, because prednisone is the toxicity of prednisone long term is just has an unacceptable side effect profile for a chronic disease. Right.
Sure.
So a big part of this, which at some point we might talk about, it kind of gets a little bit back to the epidemiology or kind of the natural history of the disease. It's a chronic disease.
Mm-hmm.
And so therapy needs to be thought of as, so it's a chronic disease, and so severe disease requires chronic treatment. Mild
Right.
disease may also be chronic in the sense that somebody needs to go to the dermatologist a couple times a year for injections, but I don't think of that as being particularly laborious. But severe disease, if you grow somebody's hair back and you stop treatment, chances are they're going to lose their hair again. And so there kind of needs to be this shift in the way we think about the disease.
Sure.
And so that's why it doesn't matter if prednisone and methotrexate work. And again, I don't think that they work a lot, but I think that they work enough. But it's not tenable long term.
Sure, understood. So let's transition a bit to patient quality of life, and how does AA impact patients' quality of life from either a burden of disease, other aspects of it? What's your thoughts there?
Yeah, it's a devastating disease to have. It really stands alone in dermatology as like a truly hideous disease to have. I mean, people will travel far and wide to get their hair back, where is that is just much less often the case with virtually any other disease that I can think of in dermatology. I mean, bad psoriasis, people do not travel far for, and granted there are 10 agents for bad psoriasis now, but people will live with bad psoriasis. Eczema, which is a disease that has really poor quality of life because of the scratching. People learn to live. I guess it is kind of a distinction. People learn, if you're 30 years old and you've had bad eczema all your life, you've had to learn to live with the itch, and you do learn to live with the itch. Somebody who lost their hair, at 15 and now they're 30, that person, not a day goes by that they don't wish that they could have their hair back. So it really does stand alone as a disease that people hate it. They hate to have it, and it affects people. It affects relationships that people have. Marriages and other relationships suffer, if not fail, because somebody's affected by the disease. I mean, families, oh my God, a kid with it, families suffer horribly. Parents watching their kid go to school and, look abnormal, get bullied,